Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for October the 29th through to November the 4th, 2018. My name's Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, it is a very strong week for transformation. Everybody's had it. And we have two planets, right? We have two planets moving. We have Mercury moving into Sagittarius. We have Venus moving into Libra. And we still have Uranus retrograded at 0 degrees of Taurus. So there's a lot of zero energy. And that talks about new beginnings. We step into new beginnings, new starts, new paths to follow, new creativity, new friends, new experiences, new ways of perceiving, perception, and feelings and emotion. They're personal planets that are moving. So let's see what the cards say. Queen of Pentacles. Look at this. Look at your strength this week. This confidence. I think everybody would want to be a Scorpio this week. The storm has passed over. The new day is dawning. You sit very confidently on your throne. The sun is carved into your chair. You have an angel sitting next to you, giving you wisdom and guidance and protection. And you sit there with that pentacle like it's yours and no one can take it from you. So there. What a confidence. What a beauty. So you're strong and you're powerful this week. Absolutely. There's a strength in you. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your wisdom. That will guide you. Use this empowerment. Use this strength right now. It's gorgeous. The Judgment card is next. But you need to get off the fence. You need to make some decisions. You need to make some decisions. You need to draw the line in the sand. I can't believe I'm saying this to Scorpios, but there's gray areas in your life. And that's highly unusual for a Scorpio energy to have gray areas. It's black, it's white. Otherwise, you have a strong anxiety. You have to put it in the categories. Well, that's such a beautiful trait to have because you can be so creative and so inventive and so futuristic thinking in so many ways. You don't stay in the gray area like most. But for some reason here, we're having troubles this week. Making decisions. Maybe to do with job, career, maybe to do with relationships. Some part of that storm lingers. But we have the Ace of Pentacles here. And this is your path to abundance. And this is the path that is awaiting your presence. So we're not there yet. And what I see in the background lately with this card is almost like that's a tombstone on the other side of the fence. And so we were sitting in maybe a depression, or we weren't getting where we wanted to go. There was some kind of heavy energy weighing you down. And all of a sudden you walk through this gate and you see the new path. This aha moment, this clarity, this understanding, this knowing like you've never known before, and you start going in that direction. Now, for some of you, it's work and career. Some of you, it's relationships. Absolutely. We'll pull some more cards, see if we can narrow it down a little bit for ourselves. So once again, I get that storm is past kind of energy. So maybe you've stayed in limbo for a certain period of time, not because there was a gray area, but there was no safe forward move that you could see. You were being limited by exterior things in your life that you had no control over at the time. Could be those kinds of energies working here. But I'm getting that the storm has passed. So it may not feel that yet, but it's going to. It's going to. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So where is your focus? And I've gotten this for several signs now. It's a popular card this week. And what I've gotten with the last two signs, so I'll share it with you as well, is, sit down, and I'm telling people Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday is when we have this energy shift. And, that's the 3/4 moon in Leo on Wednesday, October the 31st. We have Venus going into Libra, and we have Mercury going into Sagittarius. So it is an energy shift. So it is a good time to get a piece of paper and a pencil out and write down your priorities. And then write down where your focus has been. And see how many actually align. And where you need to readjust, where you need to look, where you need to grow, where you need to have that conversation, where you need to step into that situation, that event, where you need to step away from something, where you need to let go of that obligation or that responsibility. And this is about being true to yourself, absolutely. And so we could be closing more doors, or looking at closing more doors than opening doors. And I don't think that this, for everybody collectively, is not a good week to actually make the decisions. That will come as we enter the 9 energy on the Monday, because our energy is 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 this week, which is very rare. So it's almost like we go through a cycle and then we start a new cycle. So there's no 1, 2, 3, 4 energy this week for us. There's no 9 energy this week for us. So we may be contemplating, understanding our own inner values, where we want to go, who we want to be with, where our focus needs to be. And that could be work, that could be career, that could be something you do within the community, or maybe it's in your home life. We have the 8 of Cups. So we could be walking into new relationships here. We could be we could be walking into definitely some new relationships. So be careful whenever Venus is in retrograde. Relationships don't really stand the test of time for most, but there's always that one-off. So I'm not going to completely rule anything out. Love has a magic of its own, an energy of its own. Travel. Creativity. A new path for you, where you can step into your passion, where you can step into your dreams. But there's things that you need to let go of here, and you're not letting go of them. In order to really, be present in that relationship, in order to go after that dream job. And this might have a lot to do with Venus going back into Libra, because that would be your 12th sign. And we have to remember that it is, or your 12th house. We have to remember that it's retrograde. So it can bring up things in our life that make us more, less wanting to let go of. So it's things that you need to walk away from, and yet you're chained to them, you're tied to them, and this could be relationships. And it's preventing you from moving forward in the direction you want. There's certain relationships where there needs to be a little bit of defining and clarity and understanding, maybe healing coming into the relationship. And this could be a best friend. This could be somebody at work. Your clan, your tribe, your family. You have the devil. Wow. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a phoenix rising out of the ashes. So we're back to this beginning energy again with the first 3 cards. Standing in your truth, being creative, being expressive, going after what you want, creating wealth for yourself, creating abundance for yourself, creating happiness and joy for yourself. And meditate on it and really see it. Really see yourself becoming and allowing the things that have been holding you back and weighing you down, and you're letting go of them. They're in flames. They're falling away from you. They no longer are attached. So a really cool meditation that you can do that is very effective, believe it or not, is to imagine and ask for and call for Archangel Michael to come with his mighty sword and cut away the cords, the strings that attach you to negative people or negative experiences or negative events where you had a responsibility or an obligation that never should have been yours, and cut those things away. Anybody who is leaning on you too hard, becoming too dependent of you, and it burdens you in some way, whether it's time or energy or finances, whatever, and ask Archangel Michael to cut away with his sword. And imagine it happening. See it in your mind. And watch how that releases. Another thing that you can do is to ask for mirrors to surround you facing outwards. So imagine yourself standing there and mirrors come encircling you facing outwards to protect you from evil, because evil cannot stand to see itself. So if somebody's projecting evil or negative towards you, evil can't stand to see itself. So it has to go back from where it came from. So you're not doing anything bad to those people. They're sending out bad vibes, and that's what we call karma. But and goodness attracts good. So as goodness comes around you, more goodness comes. And by doing that, when you first start doing that, and prove me wrong if you can, but good luck. Try it for 30 days and see the relationships that just kind of stop in your life, where you stop going, your routine changes somehow, and there's never this fight or this standoff or this argument. The people just don't come around you. And they could be very good people, don't get me wrong, but they could have a negative effect on your energy. So try those 2 things, but try see what happens. Because I think it would be very beneficial for you with the devil there. And the Ace of Wands, so 2 aces. Woohoo! Told you you're going into new experiences. And this is about bringing in the balance. This is about bringing in true balance and happiness into your life, in all areas of your life. And you're going to get an epiphany. You're going to have those aha moments. Write them down. Journal them this week. They're going to make a lot of sense on how to move forward. You may think that there is absolutely no way that you can bring balance into this relationship or this situation, and by golly, all of a sudden, lightning strikes and you can. And it's easy, or it could be difficult, but you know how to create it. You know where the compromise needs to be. You know where the line is crossed, but you have to meditate on it. You have to think on it. You have to contemplate different scenarios in your life and how to bring the balance into being, how to bring the harmony into being. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.